The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. This is Sonny Haydee, live streaming from San Jose, California.
And this is Haydee Lumayno, live streaming from Metro Cebu. And you are watching Money and More.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of Money and More. Thank you for tuning in. We have so much to talk about and we are very excited for tonight's show. Welcome everyone.
Yes, thank you for watching, everyone. And special shout out to our friends, Maribel, Mayen, Bona, Leica, Portia, Miss Ching, Miss Vian, no? So again, we thank you for tuning in tonight. And if you have some comments or questions for our guests later, you can do so. And please don't forget to like and share the show, no, through YouTube and Facebook.
Yes,
Sonny,
we are very
how are
excited.
you? How are you today?
It's good. It's been a very productive day, to be honest. The past 24 hours has been.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Parang ang dami-daming nangyayaring maganda sa iyo today, ah.
Yeah. So we'll.
May mga good news.
we'll learn about that later on, no? But
Yeah.
wow. Anyway, how are you? How are you?
I'm good. And di ba, last week we had a very productive week also because we have been listening to and we attended the talk of Mr. Edric Mendoza. Ang ganda, no? Yung pivoting your life during, how do you pivot your life during the pandemic?
Right. Yung pivot, no? And, it was better listening to Mr. Edric Mendoza, his wisdom to adapt to the new normal. Ano yung mga biggest aha moments mo there, Ma'am Haydee?
Actually, ang biggest aha moment ko is na-touch ako doon sa sinabi niyang for you to pivot your life, you have to first do things or clean up your house, no? So, and one of which is healing family grudges, relationships, no? It's very important to do that kasi hindi ka makakapag-move on or do things that you would want to do kung meron kang mga backlogs. And then, I was also reminded dun sa fund allocation, no? Yung setting aside, yes, 50% of your income, and then 20% of your wants, and then saving up 20% also, and of course the tithing or the giving at 10%. So it was a very good reminder kasi minsan ma-achieve natin yung isa pero yung iba nakakalimutan na natin, no? So it is yung mga trainings tsaka seminars na ganito, malaking help talaga kasi nare-reminded ka. How about you? Ano yung mga biggest aha moment mo?
I'm glad that you mentioned about allocation, no? Kasi yun ang yun talaga that's one of the messages of our show, no, to be able to allocate your income, no, to the appropriate baskets, no. Sa akin was yung visualizing goal, visualize your goal. We talked about this many times in the show about the importance of having a goal and having a purpose, no. But the way that he mentioned it, he made it so clear that even if the circumstances have changed, like right now, no, the goal should not. No, it's very relevant sa panahon ngayon, no, because many of maybe our short-term goals have changed, no. Yung mga planned na vacations, yung mga major purchases na mangyayari this year, mga life events na sana mangyari, no, nag-change or na completely na scrap talaga siya, no. But we should not let go of the long-term goals that we set for ourselves, kasi all of maybe it's delayed a little bit, no, but if we are clear sa purpose and goal natin, then the actions that we do, all right, will reflect what the direction of the goal.
Agree. Kasi they say na for whatever happens, dapat you have to stick to your goal, no? So by any means, so hindi pwedeng kalimutan. So dapat kung may mangyayari, i-shift mo lang yung gear mo towards the goal pa rin. So hindi dapat mag-give up. Diba?
Sige nga, he said, she said na tayo, Ma'am Haydee, dito sa given yung mga circumstances. Is it
yun?
Okay, but to change the goal, is it okay to change the goal?
For me, I won't. Kasi a goal is a goal eh. And that's why you're working hard for it para ma-achieve mo kung ano yung goal mo. So, kung i-change mo yung goal mo, it just means na you are giving up, di ba? And you know me naman, I'm the kind of person who does not give up on anything.
Do not give up.
So, yes.
Okay, on the
So,
goal.
what about you? Would you change?
Meron kasi ako nabasa somewhere na don't change the goal, change the strategy. Parang the goal is the goal. When circumstances happen, what you do is to change what you do. No, you change what you do, but the goal remains the same. We cannot adjust the wind. Sabi nga nila, we cannot control the wind, but we can adjust our sails. Yun ang sinasabi nila.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Also.
Yeah, so maybe the long-term goals remain the same, like a comfortable retirement or education for our children, no, will have to remain the same. But yung short-term actions that we do towards that goal, we'll have to adjust, especially ngayon in this new normal, diba? So for many of us, that would mean maybe learning a new skill. Maybe for some of us, that would be educating ourselves more, no? Or to explore other income opportunities or businesses, no? So, but
or pwede din, Sunny, no? Adaptability. So you need to adapt. Yeah. Kasi you were saying kanina that we need to adjust to the new normal. Parang hindi na yata siya new normal. Now normal na talaga kasi wala na tayong choice, wala na talagang babalikan na na yung nakasanayan natin, as I've said, no. So anyway,
in the discussion of goals, kaya nga in the discussion of goal setting, parang it's very appropriate. I'm very excited to listen to our guest speaker for today on this topic.
Yeah, of course, no, because personally, I know the person, I know our guest today and tonight, and when we had the conceptualization of the show, siya talaga ang top of mind ko because personally, I really admire her on how disciplined she is with her finances, no, and how she endured and persevered. Yung mga goals niya as a career woman and as a mother, no? And I'm very privileged to have her tonight in the show.
Okay.
She graduated mass communications at St. Theresa's College, and she was an English and Filipino teacher. Alam
Nako,
mo yun, ang
right?
hirap kaya ng Filipino, no?
You know?
Sa Center of International Education, she was a Bigfoot Entertainment head of production, and she was also an entrepreneur, no, owning the iSee Production and Events Management Corporation, an AIA Philamlife Agency manager, and a 3-year $1 million roundtable member or qualifier. She is also a certified investment solicitor and a certified estate planning of the Philippines. Di ba? Ang dami niyang titles, si Sonny, no? So, without any further ado, my pride of introducing her to you, none other than Miss Leica Cruz. Hi, Miss Leica.
Hello, good evening. I'm Miss Hyde, Sir San.
Hi, Ma'am
How are
Laika.
you, everyone? To everyone
Right,
who's
kumusta
watching,
kayo?
and to those who are watching from other parts of the world, good morning. Or
Good
good afternoon.
morning.
I'm good,
Good
Sir
morning.
San. How about you?
I'm good. I'm glad to see you, Ma'am Laika. It's been quite a while, no? There are so many things that we want to talk about, especially your journey, your journey towards financial freedom, no? And I'm sure our viewers would also like to learn, no? Would like to learn how you did it, no? Given all of these things as a career woman, no? How you're able to manage your career and juggling with your responsibilities with your family, no? Okay. Tell us something about tell us about what's going on with you right now.
Oh, right now, very
Hmm.
busy, Sir Sunny, no? Actually, since the pandemic, we've
Okay.
shifted, no? Everything is work from home already. So everything revolves inside my house. The schooling of my youngest child, which started last August already. And then in the next week, my two other children will also be starting their classes already. So, yeah, and I have to juggle my work, no,
Hmm.
film life work, and at the same time being preparing my children for schooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has changed so far sa routine mo, no? Before the pandemic kasi I'm sure that we all had our daily routines, no? And what has changed in your routines that that is impacting you, no? As in your career and in your role as a mother.
Um, Pre-pandemic, no, we have to wake up early, and then I have to bring the kids to school early to avoid traffic. And then after that, I have to go straight to work also because there's no use in coming back home, no? Because I'll be trapped in traffic. But because of the ease of my job, I can choose to like stay longer at home or go straight to the office. But right now, all of us are just inside the house, no? So we still wake up early because my son's classes start at 7:30. We still wake up early, and then he takes a bath, and me, I have to clean the house and then review my things to do for the day. That's how it is. So everything revolves inside the house, actually. I
All right.
seldom go outside.
Okay.
Of course, because I fear a lot, no, for my children. No? Madali silang, baka mamaya ako pa magdala ng COVID here inside the house.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Wow. You've actually led a very interesting life, Ma'am Laika. No. Um, can you tell us something about what happened to you in terms of your when you started out in life? Sabihin natin, when you started out in life, tell us something about your journey from the very beginning.
Oh, from from the very
Parang,
beginning.
Magmula nung bata ka pa daw.
yun
Miss
na, because
Leica.
you want to, yeah, because you want to see kasi how you're able to do it. Tell us something about it.
Saan tayo, ha? Mahalata yung edad ko niyan. So,
Okay lang,
yun
bukas
na.
tayo.
Start na lang when I was in college. So,
Okay.
I took up mass communications because I want to do stuff like this, no? I want to be in productions. Actually, I'm a production baby because where my parents worked with a TV station, no, when I was still a baby. So, laking TV station ako habang nagsushoot ang parents ko, nasa gilid daw ako. And whenever I cry, kung sinong mas malapit sa akin, yun yung magbibigay ng dede. So, I keep quiet, no? So, yun.
Okay.
When I was in college, I transferred here in Cebu to live with my parents. I used to live with my grandparents, no? This is what I love, production, no? But behind the scenes, no? Lately na lang ako naging parang in front of the camera. So that's what I took up because that's what I wanted to do. When I was in third year college, unfortunately, my mother had a mild stroke, and then a few months later, my father passed away. So I almost did not finish schooling, because it was really hard to parents down, parang my mother was not able to walk right away. She'd have to like go to therapy pa and all. So but I did not give up because I really do not want to give up on things easily. Um, I looked for part-time jobs, because during my fourth year in college din naman, half day na lang yung subjects na natira sa akin. So the half day, naghanap ako ng work, no? And to finish through college, my classmate or my closest barkada, parang kinausap niya yung mom niya at sinabihan na, Ma, si Laika, stop ng schooling. And then this tita, the mother of my classmate, said, Likes, wag kang titigil mag-school. Ako bahala sa allowance mo. And I was able to finish college through that, no? And but after I graduated, so I applied, to all of the possible na pwedeng applyan, not really thinking na gusto ko mag-journalism or production na lang, I scattered my resume everywhere, like schools, banks, na yung possible na pwede kong pagtrabahuan because I want to change the life I was in at that moment, I know that I don't want to stay long there. Na parang we were changing apartments every month because kailangan na kaming paalisin ng landlord because we couldn't pay for it, I didn't want that kind of life. So I ended up, as mentioned earlier by Miss Haydee, I ended up teaching English and Filipino kasi pumasa naman ako sa demo teaching, Pagpasa ko, so I was given this task. I was teaching elementary up to college, But unfortunately, 2 years later, the government required that every teacher should be either a master's degree holder or a LEP passer, So I gave it a chance. Nag-study ako, nag-try ako mag-masters in development communication at UP, But after 2 semesters, sabi ko, it's taking me a long time. Mag-aaral pa ako, tatapusin ko pa to, magtitesis pa ako to, reach my dreams, and to get out of from that hole, that I was in. So I resigned and eventually I went back to my passion, which is swerte naman because Bigfoot Entertainment started to build here in Cebu City. It's one of the known production companies, and the film school at the same time. So swerte naman na nakapasok ako doon and I was able to rise through the ranks, And at 28 years old, I was already part of the management committee. By the time I left, I am the head of productions of Bigfoot.
Wow. So, yung experiences mo, Miss Laika, the way I see it, parang even if there were hardships, no, on some parts, financially, kasi you were saying na you almost did not finish school, your mom had a stroke, and um, you were transferring from one house to the other, so it did not stop you from dreaming, no, and then for me, the way I see it, it inspired you to be able to get out of that kind of life, no? In which siguro yon ang nagiging maganda na nangyari sa buhay mo because as I said kanina, you were an I have been admiring you for the how you manage your finances, no, all the while that I've known you. So, can you give us a parang thought kung paano mo siya naging ano yung ginawa mo to get out of that situation?
Okay, I stayed with my gift, Miss Hyde. So what I did is I know I could teach. So apart from teaching, after work, I'd still tutor kids, to earn extra money. No, I tutored kids, and then I know that I could do hosting, so I did hosting for weddings of my friends, events, birthdays, yung mga ganyan, no? To earn extra money because I'm really, really scared to go back to the situation I was in before. So, and now that I have children, I'm really, really scared that I'll be bringing three little humans to that kind of situation again. So, yeah, I've been looking for even even when I was in Bigfoot, no, racket pa rin on the side, no. And even when I left, I put up my own business, doing what I did in Bigfoot, no. Just to make sure that I will be able to have more family time and to be able to also feed my three children.
So, paano yan, Miss Lights? Mayroon ka bang system na fina-follow na dapat, kasi doon, when we had when we attended the webinar of Edric Mendoza, no, meron siyang fund allocation na sinasuggest for people to do when they receive their paycheck. So, what about you? Meron ka bang allocation of the income that you have, which means siguro ilang percent of this will go to this? Meron bang ganong style?
I do not work with percentages, but the very first thing I do is I pay myself first. No, I pay
Wow.
myself an amount. I'm just not going to tell it here. I pay myself an amount, no matter how much income comes into me. That is set aside already for the future. No? And then there's an amount set aside also for wants. Basically, our wants are travels or any other, like for example, gadgets needed by the kids. And then the bills comes next. No? And then also, as mentioned by Edric Mendoza last time, he mentioned about tithing. I also make it a point, no, to give to charity. And my favorite charity is Children's Hour. So it's kind of related. I've been doing this for several years already. It's kind of related. Like I say, di ba, they say give until it hurts. So I give to this charity even if it hurts. And I make sure it's the same, no? Parang, Lord, ikaw na bahala. I give to children and you take care of my children. And always in return, no? It happens like parang whenever my children need something, parang in an instant, it's always answered. So parang ganun lang, it's a cycle.
Wow, ang galing, no? So, ngayon lang ako nakakarinig na ng ganon san nung inuuna yung sarili niya, parang set aside something for herself, no? Kasi most often yan naka-allocate na yon na eto para sa bills, eto sa ganyan. Whatever is left is mine, 'di ba? So, iba din yung style ni Miss Leica. Ang galing, no?
Yeah. Each individual's financial journey naman is unique, no, given the circumstances. So it all starts with us having an income first, no? And then i-allocate kasi natin yan, yung income, to the appropriate baskets, no? But the journey, as we said, the journey is different for each person given the each unique circumstance. And it's like we understand that you're raising your family by yourself, no? As a single parent, a single parent family. Um, what are the unique challenges that you've encountered? No, I cannot even imagine, no, how is that, how that's possible. Because it's not in my experience, no, but what are the unique challenges that you've experienced raising your family, okay, before, when you started, and maybe what's in and how it's continuing right now.
Unique challenges, no? Talagang unique siya, Sir Sunny, because it's not that easy
Okay.
raising children, no? By myself. It used to be so easy when meron akong kabalikat, no? But when the time came that I had to do it, I had to fend for all of us alone. Parang brave is not a feeling anymore. It's a choice, no? I have to do whatever I can.
Mhm.
Mahirap, Sir San, but you
Okay.
know what? I'm really thankful where God has planted me, and I was able to provide everything for my children, not only their needs, but also their wants. So that's it.
In,
Parang,
partic- in particular, for example, Miss Laika, right? It's a unique challenge, as we said. Is there anything that stood out, let's say, sa wants or sabihin natin sa wants, no, ng of your children that really stood out to you? How are you able to provide for that, let's say, a unique want?
Oh, my children know that
Mhm.
I always tell them that money do not grow on trees, and they see
All right.
how hard I've worked for each and every want that they get. No, they they also work hard for what they want. No, they have to prove that they really need it and they really deserve it. No, so what we do is always a reward. It's always a reward system here.
All right.
If they want to get, for example, a gadget or a computer, they have to work hard for it, no?
Mhm.
And they're also early on, they're also taught how to save. They have their own savings account and investment account, and they understand how it works as early as now. Um, they got kasi they whenever they get parang gifts from Ninong and Ninang during Christmas, it always like half of that goes to them, no, physically, for them to spend on whatever they want to buy, no. They've been longing to buy for a long time, and then half of that goes derecho to their investment account or their savings account. So that's how I teach them also. And now, during the pandemic, no, first 2 weeks, I had a feeling that this pandemic, di ba, sinabihan tayo, 2 weeks lang, magtago tayo sa loob ng bahay natin, di ba? But I had a feeling that it will prolong. So I told them, find something that you can do that will make you productive. So what they did is I said maybe school might even be canceled, no, for the year. So what they did is they were searching sa YouTube, no, their interests on what they want to learn. So what happened is my daughter learned how to do photoshops and to do infographics, and my other son learned how to do animation through Blender. And through the pandemic, they were earning their own income as well, no?
Okay.
So my
All right.
wow.
daughter also writing jobs, very low pay, no? I hope the employer is not watching, but
Very low pay.
very
Okay.
pay. But I let her go on because she has to experience that, no? And she has to appreciate that no matter how low it is, it's still an income. And kesa naman nakahiga lang siya, no? Naghihintay kung kailan malilift ang quarantine. And look what happened. We're in 7 months almost into the quarantine. what if pinahiga ko lang sila, di ba? So my daughter has earned a lot through business, no? Through her own business, like the writing and doing infographics. And now my son is like, can I do some jobs also, like animation jobs? Can you help me find also? No? I just told him the other day, you have to be patient, no? Because not everyone wants that right now, no? Or that's not everyone's priority right now. But you have to be patient, but still keep on practicing while waiting for your break.
All
So
right.
there.
O, diba? So,
Okay.
grabe, no? Great parenting skills, no? So, sinong hindi hahanga sa isang Leica Cruz, no? Ako nga, I can relate because I'm a single parent myself, but I only have one child. Nahirapan na nga ako eh, di ba? Because you have to juggle on a lot of things. You're wearing a different hats, no? Being as a working mom, and then with the finances pa, eto pang pandemic, so lahat yata nahihirapan in terms of finances. Before we go on a commercial break, no, we'd like to shout out Sonny. Hi Chino, no, Chino is watching, tuning in right now. You
Hello,
can
Gino.
also watch. Yes, Richie Gold is also with us. Cypress, consistent talaga si Cypress every week, no, and ikaw, Miss Laika, do you want to greet your friends?
Hello
Baka,
to everyone watching from Philamlife, especially the Leica Cruz agency, and most especially to the AM Venturers
oh wow, I know
and
them.
Seven.
Si Maribel, sina Bona. Bona is there also, and Mayen, no? So,
Nice. All right.
yes.
So we'll get to listen more from Miss Laika, no, after this break. All right.
Alright. Good evening again to everyone. No? So, alam mo, Sunny, yung TNC has grown, no, so much. They, for 4 months, ang dami ng shows, no, na nakahilera, and there are still upcoming shows pa, no, in the next few weeks. So, we would like to our shows on TNC channel, we start off with a big picture, which shares inspiring stories of notable personalities. That's going to be on Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. HR Hotline introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 12 noon. Having an insightful Saturday afternoon because the family business is everyone's business. That's going to run at 4 p.m. The fourth project is about life, business, success stories, and that's live from Dubai, UAE, 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. on Saturdays. Usapang Beauty is about beauty beyond what your eyes can see, Thursdays and Saturdays, 5:30 p.m. The world has faced an unprecedented pandemic. Time to hear positive testimonies straight from those who recovered from the disease. And that is the COVID Stories, Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. Discover your life purpose and learn from others. Turnaround stories. Tuning in to U-Turn. That's going to be on Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. Home Buyer is where you hear remarkable stories about building and owning a property, running on Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Laugh and learn through the puppet stories, Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar. Runs on Thursdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Sunny?
Two leaders. ULaw is for us to understand that law is fun and cool. That's Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Two leaders in one platform, TNC The Talk, Mondays at 12 noon. After Shift is chillaxing show about your choices and lives after work. It's a very good show. Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Discover and learn strategies of self-leadership to win in life through Win Within, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Dream, achieve, nurture, and inspire. Tag your kids along to watch the Danny Art Show. I like the show. Right? Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Global issues, common interests, learn together across borders. Foreign affairs streams on Tuesdays at 8:30. Right? Happy birthday to Mr. D. O'Brien.
Yeah.
Because
Happy birthday.
because Health is Wealth, Healthline is on Wednesdays and Fridays 4 p.m. Awesome Day, Mondays at 2:30 p.m. Make sure to work your day. An awesome day every day. Start your Saturdays celebrating the Women at Work. It's a new show. I like the show. 9 a.m. at Saturdays. In a world where everything is turning out digital, Cybernext aims to empower people and companies to be secure in a digital world. Streams Wednesdays at 12 noon. They will have their pilot, their first episode tomorrow. So tune in there. No, TechU helps you understand the emerging technology shaping our future. Very nice. Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Right, and catch also our TNC original shows such as One Day, an inspiring 30-minute storytelling. It alternates with TNC Town Hall, hosted by the TNC founders, Lloyd and Apple. This is a show where we talk to you, our valued audiences, about our shows on TNC. And of course, Watch and Learn Money and More streams live no, on in the Philippines from 8:30 p.m. Okay? So yun po yung mga shows natin sa TNC. Ang dami na nila.
Ang dami.
Ang dami na natin.
Kailangan na nating kailangan i-divide na natin yung work. Ikaw at ako na magbabasa.
Ang dami na, no? So, well, it's if you're tuning into TNC, it's time well spent, no? Because you're actually learning about a lot of things, no? And in this digital world, sa digital platform ngayon, what better way to spend your time, no? But to educate yourself, no? Sa mga pangyayari, and all these things are happening right here on TNC. Shoutout ko lang si Mama Bona Clyde Susarno for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Ma'am Bona. Great to see you here. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, na-homesick ka na.
Right.
So anyway, yes. Hi to Pretty Gold. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, Ma'am Prechi. Okay, so let's go back to Miss Leica Cruz. No, very interesting story na. She started out her journey no, as an employee of a big production company, right? And a teacher, and now and then an employee of a big production company where she harnessed her skills no, as a communicator. Yan. All right. And along the way, she has been raising 3 kids who she obviously is very close with and who she loves very much. All right. So, Ma'am Leica, let's talk about your relationship with your kids, right? They understand that they're probably in a very unique situation. Can you tell us about them individually? No? You mentioned your eldest. Your eldest is a girl. Um, her name is, what's her name? Cassandra? Is it Cassandra? Yung
Miss
eldest.
Likes?
Laika, can you hear us?
Yes, Miss Hides. I cannot
Ah.
hear Sir Sunny.
Oh,
Okay. He was saying if you can tell more about something kay about your eldest daughter, si Cassandra.
Oh, about my eldest daughter. She just turned 18. She's graduating this school year, no?
Wow.
Hopefully, merong marcha na mangyayari. Dalawa silang gagraduate. Johan, my youngest, is graduating grade 6 also, no? Well, if not, it's going to be another virtual graduation. So, well, we'll have to adapt.
Yeah, yun nga, adaptability. So what about the second one?
My second child, his name is Julian. He's turning 13 next week, no?
Ang taas na, no?
Yes, he's very tall and he's a quiet type of person, Miss Hides, and he just likes to sit in the corner and do his stuff.
Play with milk.
Yes, and play with our cats.
Oh.
He's the pet whisperer or the cat whisperer.
Yeah. And the youngest, the baby.
The youngest, he's in grade 6, graduating also this school year. More of, yes, the baby in the family. So, parang he's just the neutralizer nung dalawa. No? So, yun. He's still in elementary, so, but still very baby. No? But, yun, mahilig din siya sa computer. So, that's what he learned over the pandemic, no? Give him anything but computer, okay lahat sa kanya. He will just sit in the corner and do his projects. No? That's what he's good at and that's what he focuses on. Like programming, he programs games and he even programmed a game, no? Yung parang cats na nagsiswim, parang fishes na nagsiswim para
Mhm.
sa pet cat namin so that our cat would catch it. Yun.
Ang saya naman nun. Akala ko yung cat na nagsiswim. Kaya
No.
parang
Fish na nagsiswim para hulihin ng cat.
Anyway, San?
Ma'am Laika, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Unfortunately, I still can't hear Sir Sunny. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
Okay. You can you hear me now, Ma'am Laika? Can you hear me?
So, Miss Hides, you'll have to help me.
Yeah.
And
What do you want to ask Laika-san? I'll just tell her.
I wanted to ask her kasi, since you're raising your kids this way, no, maybe a lot of single parent families, maybe single parent families who also like to learn how you manage, first how you've managed to, well, raise your kids that way, no? And you've been talking a little bit about the little things, no, that you've been doing to be able to support them, right? But specifically, I wanted to ask them, kasi, what are the values that you've incorporated or you've taught your kids, no? What are the values that is important to you that you want your kids to be able to bring toward in adulthood? No? What do you think are these values that are important to you and for them in the future?
Miss Likes?
yes.
Sunny would want to ask, no, what values would you want to instill to your kids when they grow up or while growing up?
I really want them to instill the value of integrity and loyalty to family, you know. And then the value of working hard, you know. not really to work hard. Sabi nga nila, di ba, dapat work hard, play harder, no? So, ayoko naman na sub-sub sila, no? I want them to be smart enough to have a job, no? To be able to feed themselves when they grow up. But not to the extent of being too tired or not have time for family. So this is what I told my youngest son, no? Johan, by the time that Casey will be working and Julian, my second child, will be working, they'll be too busy with everything. But you have to be the one to remind them always that you have to, hey, let's stop and go on a vacation, especially when mommy is not around anymore, no? And then right now, I'm always training them to be able to know how to live without me, because let's face it, I don't know until when I will be with them, no? So I some kind of prepare them every day for that time that they'll be ready. So marunong silang magluto, marunong silang mag-commute, they can stand on their own. But I still pray every day that I wake up and be able to prepare them some more and prepare for them some more. No? So, yun.
Oh, so ano, when you were saying that you're already preparing kung by the time that they will have their own families, parang ako hindi pa ako prepared, Miss Likes, in mind, no?
I'm
So,
not.
ang hirap,
I'm not.
ang hirap kaya. So, anyway,
We're both.
so
Okay.
ngayon, ano yung, son, you try your,
Lumayno, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I guess hindi pa rin. So probably during the gap we will be adjusting your audio. So you were talking about your challenges previously, no, on raising up the kids. So ngayon during this time, ano ba yung mga challenges that you have encountered during this pandemic now that you have spent more time with them in the past 7 months? Because I understand later i-discuss natin no yung kung bakit you were seeking for a better job opportunity kasi nga because of time, no? So ngayon you had that opportunity to be with them for 7 months. So ano yung magiging ano yung mga challenges or ano yung discoveries na lang that you
The,
are
chal-
with them?
the challenge that came with this pandemic, miss, is that I'm with them 24/7. Parang
Challenge
walang
for them.
challenge
Challenge
for
for them
them,
siguro.
challenge for me also, no? Like I
Oo.
cannot go out and have like time for me to think on my own.
Mm.
Parang
Mm-mm.
24/7 they're beside me. Parang hug every time, no? Parang nakakasawa din minsan, no? Parang it's so bad naman to hear from a parent na nakakasawa, but it's true, no? It
Mhm.
happens. That's one of the challenges. And then because we cannot go out and we're outdoorsy people, no, we really love to go out and
Mm.
experience nature. Sometimes they snap at each other already. Kasi wala eh, we're trapped inside the wall, no, inside the four walls of our house. But you know what, Miss? What I realized for the pandemic na is I love it more than the challenges that I can. Mas marami akong reasons to love 2020 than the challenge that I could think of. Because with this pandemic, I was able to, it's easier to meet up my clients, no? We just Zoom or do
Mm.
Messenger, and I can meet up clients more in a day, more clients in a day compared to before, because I still have to consider traffic, and then I still have to consider the time, no? Because my I have a rule talaga na kailangan hatid sundo ko ang mga bata, no? Because at that little moment, no, na I'm driving and they're inside the car, is also a room for us to check on each other for conversation, no, for bonding. So at 4 o'clock, instantly I stop work, and then I make sure that I am in their school to pick them up 4 and 5 o'clock, no? So right now, nung nagka-pandemic and I'm inside the house, I can meet up more clients, no? And right now we're not in a rush. My kid has time to hugs before taking a bath and going to school. So more reasons to love. And then, like I always say, there are projects that my kids have that I can never imagine he will be doing if there was regular schooling. Like for example, the other day he was doing his own PowerPoint already, and then voicing that PowerPoint like a YouTuber, no? And he was explaining about how to multiply and subtract fractions, no? He would never do that in a normal face-to-face school. I'm sure the project would be a lot different if it was not an online class. So that.
Yeah, ano nga no, even if a lot of people would say na ang daming challenges ng that the pandemic has brought us, and 2020 is not a good year, but for some, no, and for a lot of people that I know of, maraming mga discoveries ang nangyayari during this pandemic. A lot of family ties were bonded more, no? So, we were given time with our families. Kasi before, we were very busy at work, no? So, very seldom that we have time for them. In fact, ngayon nga mas busy tayo when we are working at home, no? But yeah, when we get back, we will be talking about my picture na ano si Miss Laika. So she will be talking about those pictures kung ano yung mga nangyayari during that time
Okay.
after this commercial break. I hope your audio will be okay by then, son.
All right. So we're back. I hope Mom Laika can hear me, no, because we're very interested kasi in the during this tail end of this interview on her perspectives, because we got to learn about her career, we got to learn about her family and the challenges of raising a family by herself, no, and we understand that there are very unique challenges financially, no, if not financially, emotionally, and maybe even mentally, no. I understand that it's not easy. I hope Mama Laika can hear me now because I want to talk to her about this time about money. Mama Laika, are you there?
Yeah, but before that, son, may papakita kaming picture, no? Picture na. Likes?
Sure, go ahead.
Can you hear?
Okay.
Can you hear, Sonny? Hindi pa rin. Okay, so
Now I cannot hear you both.
You cannot hear us both?
What's happening?
It's the two of you I can't hear now.
But we can hear you.
You can't hear us both. All right. Ano pa kaya nangyari? Maybe it's the reception, no?
Yeah, baka nga. So anyway, ano yung mga nakuha mong thoughts or yung mga aha moments mo with our discussion kay Miss Leica tonight, Son?
I think we lost Ma'am Laika. I wanted to ask her kasi what she can do is let's try to let's try if we can reconnect her. No, kasi parang nawala siya, no? Kasi nawala siya. But anyway, before that, there are some things kasi that we wanted to show that she would like to talk about sana,
Yes.
no? Maybe
Yeah, but while waiting for
she
that,
can-
ano yung mga takeaways mo? Ano yung mga...
una, I cannot imagine I cannot imagine being a single guy. I cannot imagine what she has gone through as a single parent, no, raising her family and raising and building her business, no, as a businesswoman as well. Parang that's too many. That's a lot of things to juggle, no, for me and for somebody as structured as I am. Parang talagang that entails a lot of agility. No, that entails a lot of agility. That entails a lot of flexibility that probably I do not have. But they say that was this creativity is the necessity is the mother of creation or something like that. No, and if your back against the wall, if your back is against the wall, you would do anything. No, you would do so much. So so I guess that's what happened. Then maybe you can relate to this also, Ma'am Haydee, no, because you've been raising a son, no, for the past 10 years by yourself, no. And you understand the unique challenges raising a kid and also managing your finances as well. So can you tell us something about that journey as well?
Yes, kaya nga sinabi ko kanina kay Miss Laika, no, ang hirap. I can relate because ako nga isa lang yung anak ko, 'di ba? So sometimes meron talaga mga challenges na emotionally, physically, and more so financially, no. And I cannot imagine also having 3 kids, no, raised by a single mom, no. So very talaga, very admirable, and the discipline that she has in all the things that she do, being a homemaker, being the agency manager, um, doing her finances. Yun pa lang ang hirap ng discipline sa finances, ha. So yun, paano kaya pag tatlo ang naging anak ko? Parang ang hirap.
All right,
Miss
we got her
Laika,
back.
you're back!
Can you hear us
Can you
now?
hear us now?
All right.
Technical problems.
Okay.
So can you hear us now?
Can you hear us
Yes,
now?
I can hear you
Okay,
both.
good.
Great.
All right. So we've been talking about you, haha.
Yeah, and then, yes, may tanong kasi sana si Sonny, but I
Yeah.
told him.
But we'd like to see that
the
picture
picture.
first, no? Yung
Yes. Kasi
that
may
you want
story doon.
the story. All right. Let's show let's show that that slide. Okay. Let's see that. Oh my God! What is this?
So, yun ang nagiging turning point niya.
Okay.
Diba?
So
Miss
what's the story
Light, can
behind
you
it?
tell us about this?
Okay, this is my turning point, no, when I left a very good career, no. Like I mentioned earlier, I used to work with Bigfoot Entertainment, no. I rose from the ranks. At 28 years old, I was already the head of production department, and I was already part of the management committee, no, very young, and then I'm receiving very good pay. I love the working environment in Bigfoot. Like everyone else calls by first each other by first name, even the owner of the company. So everyone knows each and everyone, no? Even if nung nandun pa kami sa isang building where we have 11 floors, lahat yun magkakakilala. We're all friends, and the party is always great doon because our bosses are party animals, no? Laging pag may party, super talaga gastos, no? But work there is what I love because I studied that, no? I studied to be in production, no? But unfortunately, in productions, you have to stay 16 to 18 hours per day because rental of equipment is very expensive. So, kailangan sulitin, no? And because I live like 15 kilometers away from my home, my work is 15 kilometers away from my home, I have to leave early. So, pag maalis ako ng early, kadalasan tulog pa yung newborn ko, that's my second child, no?
Hmm.
So, it really pains me na parang, ha, alis na ako, tulog pa siya. Alam nga naman gisingin ko, no? Because I had to
Mm-mm.
leave, no? And then, pag uwi ko, yan, tulog ulit, no? It's either tulog siya or ako, I'm very, very tired to play, no? And sometimes, weekends, hihingiin pa yan ng boss namin na kailangan may i-shoot or kailangan we go to the office. So, this is the one time I went home and I saw them sleeping beside each other, naka-holding hands.
Naka-holding hands, ang sweet.
Yeah, my kids are very loving to each other, even though they snap at each other sometimes. No, it's normal with siblings, but they're really very sweet. No, so ganyan sila. That's not the only picture na naka-holding hands sila. There was
Yeah,
one
meron
time,
pa yung iba.
yeah,
Mm.
naka-holding hands din sila, and I'll always remind them, no, that whatever life throws at them, just hold hands and know that it will be over someday. So,
Wow. Ang
Uh,
ganda. Aww.
very effective, no? Right. So you
Oo.
you so
Meron
you
pa. Eto,
there
can
you
you
go.
tell us about that
oh,
picture?
this
I
one was,
know that you love to travel, right?
yes. This one was last year in Chicago. No, this is our final port of exit. No, I brought them to the States because my middle child graduated. So parang, and the other two finished school with honors. So this is the time when I gave them a gift, not ticket going to the US. Like I gave
Yeah,
it
I
to them
can
in an envelope, and then I said, okay, this is my
surprise.
gift. No, and then they didn't understand why I was giving them a paper. But when they opened it, it was like, alam mo naman, miss, yung tickets ngayon, e-tickets na siya. So it's like a folded bond paper lang na nasa ano. So I was able to
I
bring them to the States. No, we formerly traveled Asia lang, no? Parang malapit lang, mura lang, but this one was something very big for me na parang halfway across the globe, I was able to bring them. Like, pamasahe pa lang, pinag-ipunan ko talaga, no? Because
Mhm.
when I still didn't have them, I know that I want to travel. I know that I want to reach these places. I was able to go to this place without them. And when I was there, it felt like parang kulang. I really have to bring them. And thank God I had the means to really bring them there and for them to see and experience what it was like when
Yeah,
I went.
I can vividly remember no the time kasi pati kami umiyak doon sa surprise mo for them. And we were very excited on how they will react to it, no. So
And to think
bumalik
that
ako doon sa situation na 'yon.
yeah, and to think that you did this all no
By
by yourself,
herself,
no,
'di
sa
ba?
sariling sikap mo, right? And so that means that you've built up some sort you've built up your savings, no? You said you want it's a goal. No, it was a goal for you to be able to do that for you and your family. So congratulations there, no? So that's the power yata of kind of goals and visualizing what you really really want, and if you really really want it, you would do anything, no, to achieve
And
it, right?
you have to have the discipline to do that. Very
No,
important, 'di ba,
alam
San?
natin, hindi madali 'yun, no? It's not
Mm.
easy. That's why saludo kami sa iyo, Ma'am Laika, to be able to do that. Now, since we're coming into the tail end of our show, I would just like to ask you, Ma'am Laika, how has your, given with everything that happened with your life and what's happening right now and the way that the business is running, it's obviously running very well, right? What has changed in your perspectives about money? What does money mean to you right now?
Um, Money is a
Yes.
tool, no, for you to be able to reach your dreams faster, no.
Okay.
I still remember the time when in 2008, 2009, around the same crisis, and I really didn't have much, and I had my third child at that time. Parang it was really hard to move, no, because sobrang budgeted, no? To the last centavo yung money namin, yung funds namin, no? But we were able to adjust. And now that the pandemic happened, I'm really, really happy that I was very obedient to what the mentors had said, that you'll have to prepare emergency funds, no?
Yeah.
To religiously set aside for emergency funds. Because let's face it now, no? Even the 6 months emergency funds, parang kung hindi ka talaga kikilos, wala talaga eh, hindi talaga magkakasya, no? But if masipag ka naman, on the fourth, fifth month, siguro, on the first 3 months, mag-telenovela ka and all, no? But on the fourth and fifth month, parang hahanap ka na talaga ng gagawin, no? Because you can't stay on that long. But for me, on the third week, I really made sure that my children and me will do something, no, for the pandemic, no? For us to be able to, as much as possible, kung pwedeng hindi galawin yung emergency fund, and later on na lang siya galawin,
Emergency.
mas mabuti, no? And then, yun na nga, I had to check also my protection, because let's face it, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to the end of this pandemic, and I'm leaving behind 3 children, no? So I had to make sure that they can still go on, no? Finish their schooling without me, and they will be able to survive every day, no? Miss Hides, di ba sabi nga ni Edric Mendoza last Saturday na that he has an orange box, no?
Okay.
I know, right?
Members know where it is. I commented on that, and I chatted and said, mine is also all in a box. And my children know that if anything happens to me, worst case scenario, accident na I'm in the hospital and can't do anything, or mawala ako totally, that's the first box that they have to pull out because everything is already there. And if, for example, fire or earthquake and everything is tumbling down, that's also one of the first things that they have to pull out because
The orange box.
The,
The box.
it was Edric's. It was Edric's. Iba yung kulay kay Miss Laika.
The box. Lahat
But
tayo,
the
meron
stock
tayong
is the
the box.
same. Yes, it's all in the box, yung mga important things,
And
no,
that's
yung
what
mga
I teach my clients as well, to have one
yes.
place or a box for everything, all of their policies, no, all of their parang accounts. If there's
Mhm.
one sheet of paper where they can put in their passwords, and if they update their passwords, kasi di ba, ang password naman natin ngayon, automatic na eh, sinasabi yung email, change your email, change your password to your bank account, di ba? You have to
Correct.
update it also. So, I did not tell them that, oh, eto talaga, but there's a way for them to figure it out na, this is the one. No? It's one sheet of paper, but parang may mystery game din naman sila.
Yeah. Actually, it sounds very simple to some, no? But it is really very important. Kasi we've heard stories na if somebody passes away, the patriarch or the matriarch, hindi nila alam kung ano yung, saan kukunin yung mga policies nila, yung mga bank account, yung mga bank forms, tapos ano yung mga investments na meron yung mga parents nila, yung mga land titles, no? So, it was really a very great suggestion that we can follow na to put everything in one box para if something happens to us, then our children would know kung saan lahat yun, di ba?
For the
So,
very
and
well, it's a big filing cabinet. I'm sure it's fireproof already. But for me, for now, it's still in a box. The goal is to put everything in a very heavy filing cabinet that's fireproof. So,
wow! Kasali ba kami doon?
Yeah, that's
Sa mga
a
friends
good idea.
mo?
I like what you said, Ma'am Laika. No? So I guess the principles that you're telling us is relatable to everybody, no? And it's in the fundamentals talaga of financial planning, money management. You have a goal, you have a vision, you have a goal, you have an income, no, that will supply that goal, and then that income will go to the different boxes, no. So you have that box you said for the emergency fund, you have the box for your life insurance, you have the box for the health insurance, yung ganun, no. So able to do that because of that discipline, no? That discipline of putting all of these, putting your house in order, as you say, no?
Yes.
And it's a very loving house, very obvious, very obvious. So congratulations to you, Miss Leica. And on behalf of me and Heidi, we'd like to thank you for the time that you've spent with us, no? And hopefully our viewers will be able to learn something from you, and maybe people in a similar situation as you also will be inspired, no? That will be inspired to be able to be more than where they are right now.
Agree. Even I, have learned so much about tonight's episode, even though I know I've known Laika, but still, she amazes me every time she talks, and she shares her, your personal aspect. And before we end, I'd like to greet and shout out to our viewers. Si Louie, Manager Louie is with us today,
Hi, Louie.
and Sir Juan Lu is watching from Antipolo City.
Yes,
And I've seen Chino kanina, no? And of course, I'd like to greet you, Sonny. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Ganun ba?
Yes, advance happy birthday.
Wow, thank you.
Birthday niya tomorrow.
Good
And
Lord.
again,
Thank you.
thank you too for Cypress for still tuning in. And Crystal, si Pritchie sabi niya, nakaka-inspire ka daw, Miss Laika, no? And
Thank you.
of course, sila AM Ventures, no? Yung mga good friends din, Miss Laika. And Miss Laika, we cannot thank you enough for the time spent this evening. And indeed, you have inspired me more, no? So, I hope that ikaw, ano san? Pwede ka
Meron
na bang
akong fast talk sa'yo, Ma'am Laika. Fast talk ka.
to end this, fast talk daw.
Pili ka lang.
Talagang ano,
Pili ka lang, ha? Love or money?
Love. Meron ba dyan?
Love.
meron kasi may nanood sa iyo ngayon. So, di ba?
May
We
nanood
are
dyan. So, mga
we are
nanonood dyan,
live
love
streaming.
daw. Okay?
Yes, we are live streaming worldwide. So,
Love.
baka meron. Baka si Sir Juan Lu may i-recommend.
Love
Di ba,
daw.
Sir Juan Lu? Love daw, love. So,
Okay.
again, Miss Likes, thank you very much for tonight. And I hope that we still get to guest you in our upcoming episode. Sana sa season 2, no? Ibang topic
Thank you
naman.
very much also, Miss Hides and Sir San. It was a nice ride this evening, no? You know naman that I'm normally asleep at this time. But,
I know, right?
this energized me a lot, and thank you for thinking of me. It's a pleasure having gracing your show, no? And good luck and more power to Money and More.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
Salamat, Ma'am
for
Laika.
those who are watching, please don't forget to like and share. This can still be viewed through Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
Once again,
Yeah,
good
thank you very
evening,
much.
everyone, and thank you. Happy birthday, Sonny!
Thank you, everyone. Just remember that financial security, financial freedom is in your hands. Good night, everybody.